What's going on, everybody? Hey, what's up, Wally? What's up,
What's going,
Tyler?
what's going on, bud?
Let's share this, and then we can do our official, uh, run in, and just let's have a video check. Whoever's got a phone, or you,
Let's
Wally,
see.
you're usually this technical, so you check it out, please.
All right, let's get after
It
it real
says
quick.
share it. How in the world do I do that?
Gotta go to the No Name or podcast Facebook page. And
What's up, everybody? Please share this podcast. Share it everywhere you could go. We want these no prep guys to call in and ask questions.
Share.
I can't share anything.
Oh, here it is.
All my devices are
sharing to
used.
that. Share it to a page. All right. Where'd Tyler go?
He'll be back. I think he's trying to share it.
Oh, gotcha.
Come on, we can do better than 10 people.
What's up, Jose?
I'm probably a little blurry because I'm trying to share this myself. So give me a second. Give me a second. Is that Jose Alvarado?
No, that's Jose Valadao.
That's Salty Joe.
Wrong one.
What's up, Salty Joe? Salty Joe. Why? No, I don't want to make a watch party. 1 second. Share. All right. I'll get out of there. All right. We got 28 people. Let's get this show on the run. What do you say? Hold on for a second.
Let's go. We're just waiting on Tyler.
Ridiculous one, Jay Smoker, and you're listening to the No Name RC podcast. Ridiculous. Woo!
Nitro is the glory. Welcome to the No Name RC podcast with your host tonight, Keenan White, aka Lefty the Great, and if you are unlucky, the Finnish village idiot, JQ. This is the RC podcast with no name, but plenty of content. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious bench racing.
Yes, indeed. Nitro is the glory, but E-Buggy pays the bills. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 89 of the No Name RC podcast. I'm your host, Keenan White, and joining me
Technical
is my...
difficulties, trying to do it all on the phone, but I should be good now.
He's back. Tyler's back.
Nope, Tyler.
Can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Tyler's having some technical difficulties. So my co-host with me is Wally, who's fresh coming off the Cheyenne Showdown, and joining us this week is the man behind RC Drag Talk and one of the guys that has been very influential in ramping up the no prep RC drag racing. Him and Tim Smith. I mean, they're just this no prep drag stuff is going wild. I love it. I think it's awesome. Mr. Tyler Zavadil. What's up, Tyler? How are you?
What's happening, guys? Doing good. How are you guys doing?
All good. What's up, Kenneth Pofe? Yes, indeed. Black lives do matter. Bang, bang, lefty. What's up? What's up, Jeremy Oldman, Adam Lewis, Tony Campazzuno, Jeff Werner, Adam Ross. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Name RC podcast. Thank you. And this week, it's about no prep RC. But before we get in and start taking calls, because we will be taking calls this week. So let me get we're always taking calls though. So I just wanted to touch base with Wally real quick because he did go racing this weekend. He went to the Cheyenne Showdown and he had a good time there.
Yeah.
He didn't finish how he wanted to, but he did qualify well. Tell us real quickly about the race, please, Wally.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the more fun races I've been to lately. It's super laid back. Everyone out there is super friendly and helpful. There was a lot of partying going on, so it was like perfect for what I like to do. So it's like I enjoyed everything about it. The race was cool. The track was fun. The announcer kept everybody laughing, so that was good. I did qualify pretty well. I qualified 5th overall in Pro Buggy. but unfortunately, I had a little issue with my engine. But I mean, that was all my fault. Got a little greedy with the tune, and engines don't like that sometimes. So, it was a good weekend. And then partied away, flew back home.
Yeah,
Now
you flew back home hungover, dude. That is never good.
That was not fun. I mean, usually I don't really complain about wearing a mask, but breathing whiskey breath in all day for about 6-7 hours straight, that was pretty brutal.
Campazuna. I'm sorry, Tony. Campazuna. I got your name wrong. Sweet. Tebow actually won that race. Shout out to Tebow. Shout out to my boy Shelby. He was up there and he had a great time. Congratulations to Cavallari. He won Wicked Weekend. I'm super pumped for him. Nitro Buggy. It was a very close race between him and I don't know.
Fend.
I don't have the results in front of me. So
Fend.
before I go on any further, I want to shout out and send some condolences to some people in the RC community and our off-road community. I'd like to shout out to the Woodyard family. They Austin Woodyard and his family. They lost their mother this week. So shout out to them. My condolences, positive vibes, and whatnot sent to them, and also send out condolences to my good buddy Eric Reichart, who used to work for the RC Car Action magazine. And he is responsible for the Vintage Nationals, and I believe that are held in Connecticut every year. I don't think it's been held this year. He lost his mom last night, so my condolences to those guys. You know, even though we may not know each other, we are all one big RC family. So condolences to those guys. I don't know what's going on with Tyler. Here he is. He's back.
I couldn't hear you guys. It cut out your audio. So
okay,
I figured just restart it so I can hear you guys now. We're good.
All right. So
all right.
Okay. All right. What's up, Tyler? We had a few technical issues. Tyler had a few technical issues, but he's here. If you don't know who Tyler is, he is RC Drag Talk. He's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. He's one of the leaders in the No Prep RC movement that's going on right across America. Actually, not even America. It seems to be across the world because my buddy SJ has got himself a DR10 in England, and he's all about it now. So welcome, Tyler. You have been on my podcast before. I had the pleasure of meeting you at DNC this year, right the week before you had your King of the Streets race, which somebody walked him with almost $4,000 at that race or something.
Yeah, we that last race was split 90-10 between first and second, and he took home I believe it was $3,800.
Okay.
All right.
I forgot. Shout out to my buddy Adam Roth. Yes, Mark Souza won the Oton Nitro Blast. What up, Brad Geck? What's up, Jeremy? How are you, Jeremy Kin? And Intenta Supreme. What? So I'm sorry, I'm getting your name wrong. What's up? Sorry, just have to shout out to these guys. So Tyler, things have blown up since that race.
Yeah, that race really. I mean, it was pretty big here in the States, but that race really kicked it off and really opened it up to a lot of people as to having a chance to make money back while playing with toy cars. You know, most people, unless they're sponsored on a big level, they're not getting money back going and playing toy cars. You're spending a lot of money to go to events and play toy cars. Even big name sponsors, you're only getting contingency money on a win. And that's not really that big, as we all know. So basically, we just wanted to make it like real street racing. You show up, $100 buy-in, and winner take all, you know? The part is it does cost money to put these events on, as you guys all know. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money. So this year we're doing things a little bit different. It's just going to be 90% straight to the winner. There's no cut for second place. The 10% cut is for me and my crew and for the time and the film equipment to get everybody out there and help make sure it's an evenly ran race. We don't run a timing system. A lot of people ask me what type of times are these cars running. Close to 2 seconds is pretty much all I could tell you at around 65 to 70 miles an hour. We do everything on a flashlight start and a camera on the top end / a collar. Most of these races are won with a gap, so you can pretty clearly tell who Sorry, he's begging me for his RC car. You could
No
pretty
worries.
clearly tell who won. But then again, the camera's nice to have on the races that are close. Competition is getting a lot closer at all these races, the more and more races that are being held. Just this month coming up, I got 4 races I'm going to, so there's more and more races popping up all over the place.
I do see that. Like Sean's been filling me in about it and telling me all the technical stuff. He called in last week. We was talking to him. Obviously I follow Tim as well, and you, and I watch you guys immigration Instagram posts every I do, like, because I love it, because I love your pictures and stuff like that. And so I've been following, and I'm really big into this, and I've challenged Wally already to build my car, and I'm going to beat him with it. So where John Schultz says only 4 races. I'm super pumped about this. I think it's awesome. I love this new Barracuda body that's out. I love the Nova as well. I love the Bel Air from J Concepts as well too. So we'll see. I don't know, man. Maybe I have to have a one of each.
Yeah, I got a body problem, as you guys can see. They're kind of everywhere in the shop. So I mean, I don't know if it's a problem or just a good thing, but I like changing up the way they look every once in a while. The new caddy from J Concepts is sitting right here. I had this one
nice.
for a while. I just wasn't allowed to show that one off. You guys know how it goes.
You're the man. You, Tim, Sean's doing a lot of good stuff as well. You guys are killing it. I love it. I'm hoping we get some call outs and smack talk this podcast. I've been waiting for this. I want somebody to call up and call out. I know this is a big part of it. I've been hearing about the drama and stuff like that, but this is racing. We're always gonna have drama when there's racing. But I think, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
My buddy Dibs hit me up the other day. I know Dibs from the off-road world, and he's in Oklahoma, and he is loving this no prep drag race, and he's like, I win money. Like, I never won anything and no money in off-road, and I make my money back. And I say, yeah. And even Tony Campazuna, I really like his I believe he's made a Yokomo prep. And oh my God, that thing is so beautiful, like all that carbon fiber, and it's so good. Before I go on, guys, we are going to open up the hotline here in a minute. I do remember you can call us at 424, and of course, the first person calling us, you know who it is, Tyler. I mean, it is Wally. We're gonna get to him in a minute, but if you want to call up and talk to Tyler, if you want to make some call outs, if you want to talk to Wally or myself, the number is 424-414-6672. And we'll be opening that up here in a minute.
I've been called out.
Yeah, I want to hear some. Oh, I've called you out, Wally. So.
Oh no, I've already been called out by Schultz over here. Look at this down the corner. Got $100 on it already.
So Tyler, you've been over some of the basic rules for this type of stuff. Let's talk about I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know nothing about this, and I want to race. I want to drag race with you guys. What do I do to get into this?
So local events, there's 2 classes now for the NPRC. There's what we call Street Outlaw, which is basically only limited at weight, 2-cell battery, 8.44 volts, and rubber tires. And a 4-gear transmission. So as long as the body covers the tires, we don't care if it's an 11-inch wheelbase or a 13-inch short course truck wheelbase. That's up to you. Mid motor, rear motor, that's up to you. You want to run 8th scale, ESC, and motor, that's up to you. Pretty much we let the road and the rubber tires be the equalizer. And I know when the 13.5 rules, which is what we call, the second class, it's limited at 13.5. That's more meant for the scale guy, right? So we get a lot of people coming into this from scale trucks, and they like building these cars because they like the way they look. They look like a real hot rod. You can go take good pictures of them. They look like a real car. They're into that sort of thing. If you're running these cars in the street outlaw class, the amount of power you're putting into them to be competitive, you're most likely going to crash it every once in a while, and your body's not going to look pretty anymore. So the scalar guys didn't really like that, and they kept asking us, for a class to kind of slow things down and allow it to have a separation. So me and, quite a few other guys around the country who run the rules came up with the 13.5 class to allow that for the scalers to come out and have a chance to run, what they think is cool, also for money. We just run those classes for a little bit less just because we're trying to get kids in that class as well. A lot of this is grown adults, as you guys know, and most of us have kids. So bringing kids out, we got tired of seeing them all just sitting on the sideline while we're playing with toy cars. So a 13.5 class allows them to now come and race.
You know what? Sean kind of explained that to us as stock class, but now I'm a scale guy, and now I want to win. So I'm gonna join. I'm not saying I'm gonna win, but
okay, I see how it is.
I think I'm gonna race that long. No, I'm racing whatever Wally races. I think that's great because the scale aspect of it really does appeal to me. I was looking at my buddy Jeremy Kinn's car that he built. He's up in the Pacific Northwest. He's put like audio in it, so when it revs up and it sounds like a real car and all. I think that's so cool. And I know Wally isn't into scale. Well, he isn't into scale, but he isn't into going slow. So this is probably why he likes this. I like your purple car with the engine sticking out of the hood and all that stuff. I think that stuff looks so cool.
They're not really slow. That's like the thing that people think, like, you say 13.5 and they're slow. A 13.5 car and a street outlaw car, they'll leave identical. It's just the 13.5 car runs out of it at the top end because you don't have a tune. You don't have a tune on the motor. You don't have something boosting that RPM past what it is, So they at about half track, they just evenly ride it out. Whereas street outlaw, they're gaining the whole way down. It's pretty incredible to watch 13.5 cars actually because they're bumper to bumper the whole way down the track. It comes down to reaction time, and the real racer, in my opinion.
And this is what the good thing about this is that you can do this anywhere. I watched some guys just do it in a parking lot. Someone was Facebook living, and I was just watching it for about 30 minutes, and they were just doing the drivers meeting, and then I was just like, this is just a regular parking lot, and it was a good bit of people, like 25, 30 people there, and they were just racing one evening, and I was like,
yeah. So we've used like back behind a Walmart or something in the loading dock area where you're not going to be bugging traffic. We've used like industrial parks. That's what I prefer, is like not like where a bunch of big rigs are, but more of like, here in Southern California, we have a lot of business parks where people show up and just sit at a desk every day. Well, the roads are perfect. All those roads in between those businesses are flat and smooth and perfect. So that's what we like to try to find. And you show up there on a Saturday, chances are there's not going to be people working, so you can park in the parking lots and you're not going to bother anybody. We just try to treat it like the real off-road world. If you bring trash, make sure you bring it out with you. Don't litter, don't be causing a ruckus, and just, try to just be a normal human being, I guess.
Yeah. But we're racers at the same time.
Yeah.
But I know we can be pigs as well. I know because I've had to clean up my pits every night at big races. Melvin Newman from Charlotte. What's up, Melvin? I go to Charlotte a lot. I might be going there next month actually. We kind of did cover this, but he wants some more direction for the newbies. I guess in his case, the DR10 RTR is a good choice for him to go with, Tyler.
Yeah, a great choice. The RTR is a good choice if you don't want to, spend quite a bit extra on electronics. I really recommend the kit now for anybody that's trying to get into the outlaw class, just because you're already going to be putting an aftermarket motor and ESC in the car. The kit will save you the time, and you can build it the way you want with, the diff fluid the way you want it, the shocks the way you want it. an RTR car, they're great. If it's just, you and your son or you and a couple buddies going to a parking lot to mess around, because they're all going to be competitive. But the stock RTR car is not competitive at an event.
Okay.
It'll be competitive in the 13.5
Gotcha.
class. So you can run that car in 13.5 and it'll be competitive. It's just not going to be competitive in the street outlaw class without doing a motor change.
Right. That makes sense. I'm gonna open up the hotline. I'm gonna open up the hotline here. We're gonna also talk a little bit more about this big race that you have. Well, hopefully when things start getting to normal, but the race next year in Vegas, the king of the streets, but that's already kind of filling up. Well, it's full. It's got 100 entries, and that's $9,000 right now to the winner. That's a good weekend of racing, I would say. I don't even think I don't even think like guys who win DNC get $9,000 nitro buggy or whatever. So from one thing, Melvin. Sorry, Melvin. Just go to RC Drag Talk on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and there's lots of information there. And
you do have a shoot me a message too on any of them. I'll get back to you.
Sure. And that's $9,000 now. It could be more interest we're talking about. We could be talking about 18,000 if it's 200. $18,000 for one weekend. What the hell?
It's gonna be 9,090 when I get ready to go.
Yeah, let's we gotta pay some bills here. Thank you, because the hotline is brought to us by Techno RC. Techno RC has been a long time supporter of the podcast. So, hey, let's open up the NNRC hotline.
Techno RC. Techno RC. Techno RC is a premium manufacturer specializing in 8th and 10th scale high-performance off-road RC buggies and trucks. Visit www.technorc.com for a complete catalog of their products. Techno RC. Excellence in engineering. #Techno Takeover.
Thank you, Techno RC. And Tebow has been on a takeover as of late. He's been killing it. Techno's been killing it this year. So kudos to them, and thank you for supporting this part of the podcast. I know this isn't offer it, but it's all about no prep. Man, we got a good bit of comments going in here. People like this $9,000. Well, I know people love the money thing. There has been some rule changes and stuff like that, and I believe we have one question here that we're gonna take before we get into some calls. We have Sean. I see Sean's calling us, so we're gonna get Sean on the line here. But this is from Robert Sorhin. I know I said his name wrong. I think he's got like a Viking name, but he's from Pacific North. He's from Canada. He says, ask Tyler his stance on the NPRC rule changes. Why slow down the cars by implementing rules that will make them not as stable or as fast as possible?
I don't understand really what he means by that. The rule changes that came out didn't limit the cars in any way. They just kind of clarified it for all the states across the board. We had some groups running huge wings. We had some groups running prep. So we just outlined everything with what we saw people voted on. Once I'll leave his name out of it because he wants to be kind of left on the back burner side. But we had a guy, he put together all the work. He put together a post in our leaders group. So if you run a group of the NPRC in any location, you get added to the group. You have now a say on rule changes. So one of the guys, he put together this group. Everybody started getting in there and voting. And at that point, I was so busy with running my races here and doing my promotional stuff for RC Drag Talk. I stepped away. I just said my piece on the rules, and I told them whatever it's going to be, that's what I'll run my events as, and just let those guys figure it out, because I was tired of getting messages every day about these rule changes and this and that. It's kind of now to the point where it's like Roar or whoever runs, the big off-road race rules. you don't really have a say in what's going to happen with the rules. Just build your car to the way the rules are and show up and race that way. Bitching about it, complaining about it, isn't
No
going to get,
worries.
it's
This
not
is
going to,
PG.
it's not going to get anybody to change them. All the guys across the board feel the same way, that they're tired of the complaining about the rules. So they are what they are. The 2021 rule update, that is going to be what it is. I know I've seen it floating around already. I've already updated my rules for the race to be them. To clarify one thing, the King of the Streets race in 2021 is not using the rules for NPRC 2021. It is using the old rules because we are racing for 2020 at the first month of 2021, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like a yearly deal, right? So this year, everybody's been racing everywhere. February is pretty much the start of the year for any racing, because January, we have rain. It's the new year. Everybody's coming down from the holidays. So February for us kicks it off. So that's kind of like the Super Bowl, the end of the season. Figure out who had their car running best before the rain came, and show up in Vegas and see if you got what it takes to win the money.
I don't. Hey, that's money. Let's talk more about that. I'm focused on. No, I'm sorry. I think I agree with you, man. I know how it is to be involved in like committees and all that type of stuff, and it can take away from your enjoyment, and you're busy running your races, so I don't blame you. And like it is, like Tony says right here, run your car, not your mouth. I agree with you there. So come and race. There has been some smack talking all over the place. I guess my question would be, who right now are running the fastest? Like, what group of guys are running the fastest? Who do you think is like the guys to beat at this moment?
It depends on what area you're from now, because there's so many groups, right? So out here in the Inland Empire group, Jordan Yancey, he's the guy to beat. He's from Compton, California. He drives out about an hour every time to come to our races, and he's got a really fast carbon drag race concepts mid-motor car, running DE small tires, and yeah, he's fast. He's out. He's the one that everybody out here is trying to get. Now, Arizona, they got their own fast guy. Colorado has their own fast guy. This weekend coming up, quite a few of us, me, Tim, John, we're all headed to Phoenix and Flagstaff, actually. Saturday morning, we're racing in Flagstaff, and Saturday night, we're racing in Phoenix, Arizona. Just to go find out how competitive we are with them on their road. They come out and race with us quite a bit, so we figured it was time to go and race with them.
That's awesome. This reminds me.
Fun.
Yeah, this is cool because this is a nationwide thing. Like one guy's heard saying that Dibs is doing a 2.2. John Schultz, Dibs doing a 73 mile 2.2. He's in Oklahoma.
Yeah, he just won the Super Chip race like what 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
he won it. Yeah, John was talking to me the whole time while he was out there, because John's the only one from our area that was able to make it out to the race, and he told me cars were moving out there. That they ran that race on a timing system so they could figure out how fast people were going, and that's fast. 2.2 on real no prep. That's fast.
Wow. I like this because it's so real. Like, this reminds me of, we used to drag race bikes, not big bikes. We're talking about like 100cc bikes back home in Bermuda. We used to get them up to like 80 miles an hour, some of them. And we would like, this was serious stuff. Like, you know, we would meet up in some obscure place and race. And if you had the title, like, people would be always gunning for you. I had a bike that had title for a while. I didn't race it. I was too big. I used to got a small guy to race it. And just like illegal drag racing that we used to do in Bermuda, you know. But I love this type of stuff. I didn't even think about like how like this guy can be the fastest, and like you can literally have a guy that is the fastest guy in America.
Yeah,
the fastest car. That's so cool.
Or in the world.
Hawaii
so
is
that's
fast.
What the Hawaii guys they do. They run on like trenchers and blockades.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they.
Oh, I thought that was
Vegas.
a joke.
They showed up. They showed up to Vegas with trenchers and blockades, and they ran just as fast as everybody running slicks.
Wow.
Those
You know
guys are no joke in Hawaii.
Let's talk to our good buddy real quick, Wally, because he always calls in, so we got to say what's up to him, but we can't talk to him too long. If you guys want to call in, remember the numbers down there. We want more people to call in. We want get those Arizona guys to call in. I want to hear them or the Hawaii guys, man. Let's talk. This is a USA number, so they can call and wait. This isn't long distance. Hello, I'd like to speak to Daniel Ricardo, please.
Daniel Ricardo's back.
What's up, Eric? How are you?
I'm good.
You know, you might like this, what we're talking about. We're talking about no prep, and it's like short
Electric
course
cars.
cars that are made to drag cars.
Man, I'm not the big and drag car guy. I'm a off-road guy.
Oh, come on.
Come
It's a
on, man.
short
You
car.
gotta be eclectic with your RC and get into everything. Be an RC enthusiast.
Well-rounded.
Man, I freaking take turns to freaking drag people.
Hey, but
I
it's so
freaking smoke.
you can beat the
I
drag
freaking
guys.
Smoke guys. Do you hear me now? Come on now.
We got some smack talk in her. Say what's up to Wally and Tyler,
All-wheel
Eric.
drive's a little cheating, though, I think, right?
No 4-wheel drives.
I'm
No
sorry.
4-wheel drives.
Two-wheel drive short course.
No 4x4.
No 4-wheel
No.
drive. Just 2-wheel drive.
Just two-wheel drives.
Who, me?
Yep.
Yep.
Man, I freaking spade them in my freaking 4x4.
But you can't race your 4x4. Hey,
I find them on the road.
hey, say what's up to Wally and Tyler because we have a few more calls to go. And you know, I know you got to get back to practicing for Formula One this weekend.
Yeah. Good luck this weekend out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Hey, Tyler, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hello? Oh, nothing. How long have you been racing?
How long have I been racing? We've been drag racing now
Yeah.
for 6 years.
Me,
5 or 6
25 years.
Sweet.
Nice.
So, yeah, now I'm a top pro veteran driver.
Yeah, I thought you was a Formula One driver. Have you gone back to being an RC car driver now?
He does both. He's part-time.
Well, Daniel Ricardo likes RC too. So.
Yeah, I'm a Formula One driver. Come on now, man.
Hey, can I borrow $1 million then? Because you're rich now, Daniel Ricardo.
Yep.
Yep.
Rich was that easy.
Get that $1 million, you could build a no prep car.
What better? Is a biking better or a truck better?
A what? I didn't hear you.
It's a biking better or a off-road race truck better?
No, buggy's better. Always better.
Buggy.
Not e-buggy.
Huh. He's looking down. But then you guys take care now, and I just wanted to say hi, right?
All right. Thank you, Eric, for
Sounds
calling.
good, buddy.
And tell your that guy Daniel Ricardo give you back your identity. He's still your identity.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you, buddy.
See ya.
Eric, man, calls up every week. Love it. Love him.
Short
Love
course
his
pro,
passion.
#1 champ in the world.
We got a bunch of calls going on here. Let's see. We got Sean. Let's bring in Sean. What's up, Sean? Rusin?
What's up?
How you doing?
Not much. Just baking in the heat over here in the Inland Empire.
I heard you guys
Yeah.
really hot,
Oh,
man.
yeah. But is it humid out there?
Yeah, it was super hot. It was it's super sticky. Even down in San
Oh.
Diego today, it was just humid, just super humid. Yeah, the race this weekend was blazing hot. I mean, it was so hot. I was worried about everybody's cards, not just mine. It was scorching. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. What's up, Tyler?
What's happening, buddy?
Are you guys racing no prep this weekend? You and Tyler? Yeah, you can. No,
Tyler's going to Arizona. I'm not going to
oh,
Arizona.
you're not going with him?
No, I'm hanging back.
Well, you
I'm
do
getting
a.
ready.
You,
I'm gonna try and make that JBRL race next weekend at Thunder Alley.
okay, because you do a whole bunch of RC. So going to Arizona.
Yes, I just got done with U4. I want to do some buggy racing, and then when Tyler gets back from Arizona, he's got his birthday deal, and I'm going to be actually toning it down a little bit and putting in a 13.5 and playing around with that a little bit for his birthday.
What?
So,
All right.
Yeah, September 5th, Nick, if you want to come out in Laverne.
Oh, I got Sur City that weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the hard part with racing with all kinds of different things.
Yep.
But eventually I'm going to make it happen.
Right.
But I'm waiting on, I don't know if Brad's still watching, but I'm still waiting for that card, the DR10 kit to be available to order.
Hint.
Yeah. Come on, Brad, let's go. Or the other
What do
option,
you mean? What do you mean?
Yes, everyone else, I can't get one.
A-Main, dude. I couldn't get it off Associated in
Favorite
time because
one.
they were gone, so I went straight to A-Main and they had them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You can come down to my hobby shop's got them down here at Mike's. We've got them. Tell Chad I said give you a discount.
Wow.
Now the other option is
you know
if
Chad,
I do
with that,
if I convert one of my short courses over to this, now is that honestly what's the better route if you're gonna be like try to be super ultra competitive, the mid motor car or the rear motor car?
Most of the super fast guys that are consistent are running like a B6 buggy converted like with the stretched short course chassis. So the short arms on the they're calling it like a SC 6.1 or whatever it is. Yeah, so
6.1 with buggy front and rear ends.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to be the way to go. I think I have enough parts to make one of those around here. So
just because you know how to tune that car already, and most of the guys that are running those cars came from off road. So, like James Gallatin from Arizona, he's running a mid motor car. He came from off road. Jonathan Schultz has that type of car for his mid motor car or for the 13.5 class, and it's quick. It moves out of the hole faster than the DR10 does. But on the top end, they're nose to nose, just because the diff is a little bit more efficient on the race stuff.
Right.
You know.
So, you know what? Now Nick's gonna snowflake out one. Watch, it's gonna be so pretty. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
Me and Sean, every time we race, we're like, dude, we got to get our cars tore apart and sent over to Nick and get all blinged out. But we race so often, it's hard to tear them down.
Yeah.
You know, like, so soon I got a list of parts. I'm just going to hit you up and have you get me the parts. Then I'll just rebuild it here. It's easy. I think it's easier that way.
Hey, Sean, stay on the line. I've never done this before. I'm going to try and take another call, but it looks like Adam Ross is calling us. And you can stay on the line if you want.
Yep.
What's up, A?
Hey, what's going on?
It's Adam Ross.
What's up?
Hey, Tyler, what's going on, man? How's it going?
What's happening, buddy? How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Nick, just want to say what's up, man. Was trying to cheer for you down at the race you were at this weekend, the Chi-Town shootout. Looked like it was lots of fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. Definitely had a good time. Got a little greedy with the engine tune, but I mean, kind of happens sometimes.
Absolutely. And then we got Lefty the Great on here, finally getting the no prep thing on here, which I appreciate because I definitely have a few questions for Tyler.
Sure. And congratulations to you guys race up there in Otterville this weekend. It looked like you had a blast. Congratulations to Mark Souza for winning it. I know you put a lot of work into that as well as the owner, John. So congratulations, man. Looks like you had a good time.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun to finally race post-COVID in Ontario. It's been on lockdown for a long time, and it was a blast to come out and help support John and pull off an amazing event.
Sweet. So yeah, we got some questions for Tyler because Look, we got a few good people from Arizona calling in, Tyler. So I think we're gonna have some
Oh boy.
What's your questions for Tyler, Adam?
So Tyler, now that I've been running pretty consistent, I had to look it up to see exactly what I was running in miles per hour, but I'm floating right around 117 kilometers an hour, which equals like 72 miles an hour, right around there, I think. And for the data acquisition, do you pull your data after each run? And if you do pull your data after each one, which I suspect you do, what exactly are you looking for? Are you looking for spikes where it flatlines, where it looks or appears to be spinning the tires?
Yep.
Because my NRPM, I think I got it set pretty good. My timing, I think I got set pretty good. But when I'm looking at the data acquisition, I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking for run after run.
Well, you got the right guy on the line, dude. Sean, he's my help. He helps me tune my car. Actually, I don't have a laptop that is mobile. I plug into my TV. So if I'm out at a race, and Sean doesn't have his laptop, I don't pull data until I get home. On test days where me and Sean can get together and have the laptop plugged in, then yeah, it's after every run. Me and him will both get our cars ready. We'll go out to the street, we'll make a pass, and then we'll come back, put them on the table, and pull data for both of them and kind of compare, see if our changes are doing anything hurtful, helpful. You know what I mean? Make sure we're not seeing any crazy spikes.
Yep. What you're looking for, Adam, is in that very first peak of the arch of your RPM from when you're coming from 0 all the way up. You want to see if it spikes up, dips down, and then spikes back up. That's obviously your tires are grabbing traction and then coming back up. You want to get rid of that. You want it to be a nice, smooth, consistent arch through the RPM. So if you see any dipping, that's your tires basically skipping on the ground. You know, so if you're seeing spikes, you know, either that or you're messing with your triggers. So if you look at your trigger position and it's at, let's say, 112%, and you're seeing your RPMs go up to about 36,000 and then all of a sudden dip down and then start to climb again, then that tells you at about 36,000 RPM is about when the tire's starting to heat up to the point to where it's grabbing traction again. So you need to eliminate that and try and get it to be a consistent curve. Yeah. That's it.
Man, no, that was a huge tip because I feel that I got tons on the top end. I got everything. It's just getting out of the hole is where I seem to be struggling. And now what I'll do is I'll just zoom in on the curve at the first start and just make sure that that's the smoothest transition there.
Yeah.
Hey, what tires are working for you up there, Adam? That's my big question with everybody I talk to. The reactions. Are you running foams or no foams?
I got both, and it's only at night where we can run no foam. Because during the day, it's so hot. If you're running no foam without having the sidewall to help like stiffen it, it's too sketchy, man. You need to have both. But I know guys that run no foam even when it's like 100 degrees here, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we got the Arizona guys run no foams all the time, and they're seeing 109 at night. You know, so yeah, it's just like running a 4-wheel drive car through the mud. You know, they're kind of wishy-washy.
To me, it's too much work. I like running it with the foam. I feel like it gives it that stability in the rear end, and I can pull it all the way through it on the top end. I might have to stab it off the hop, but now that I know what Sean just said there, that tip there, I'm going to start looking at my data at the beginning of the launch to see, because I was just keeping an eye on temps and making sure I'm like my amperage and all that stuff. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the curve at the beginning and see if I see that spike on the launch, because I know I'm spinning because I painted my tire like what you showed on one of your tips. And now that I can actually slow it down and see that I am spinning the tires, I just kept pulling power out. But maybe I got to look at like my pre-burnout or something like that, try and get the tires to the temp quicker so I don't have that spike in the beginning. Because I feel if I launch good, the car's unstoppable right now, at least locally anyways.
And take some slow-mo video from the side and make sure that your wheelie bar is not too low, causing it to like dry hop the rear end. Because if you're like low riding, you know, and it hits the bar and you're fully unloading the rears, you're just gonna spin them, and that could be your spike you're seeing, you know.
Yeah, you're lifting it off too much. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, because you're like loading it onto the wheelie bar, actually lifting the rear tires off the ground a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man, you got
This
some
stuff is
really good
deep.
kicks, man.
I mean, this is way more deep than I
I can't
expected.
wait to come down there and race those
Harley,
American
we're gonna
boys,
have to
man.
do some practice here, man. We
Yeah,
can't
so-
go to this line.
Test days, dude, is a lot for me. Is slow-mo video with the phone from the side and from the rear, because you can see what the suspension of the car is doing. You can see how it's launching. Oh, that's pretty much key with a drag car, dude, is the first 6 feet. But after that, you're riding it out in the groove, because it's probably going to be wheels up. Even Sean's car, he has full droop, and the wheels touch the ground when the wheelie bar is on the ground. Well, at the top end of the track, the wheels are off the ground. So it just has that much momentum, you know, and the rears end up lifting so much, it turns it into like a front wheel drive car almost, where the fronts are completely off the ground the whole way down the track. I mean, he's beat people on his rear tires. So it's not it's not something that you need to worry too much about the fronts coming back down, because by the time it's at the top end of the track, they're going to be up anyways. You want it to launch good and not have it slam it back down too fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to going out and collecting some more data now that I know to keep an eye on the front a little bit. And I'll definitely post up some more slow-mo videos. So I know when I first started this no prep stuff, you were the one that helped me out the most and got me running with like the fast guys locally. And now they're all chasing me down, and I want to make sure I stay one tick ahead, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
So you got to do it right now before they all hear this show, dude.
Right? You got to get on it right now. It's live. It's like maybe 5 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I have a question. What data you got? Where are you guys getting that from? Like, what are you guys looking at? Like, is it the speed control?
Yeah. So most of us are running an RS Pro.
Yeah.
Where you can pull data logs.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure the Reedy stuff you can too, because John and Jonathan, they're usually tuning their stuff. You just want to see and make sure you're not spinning. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then those are where you add in the tune. Like if you watch the RPM, now you know where to add in your boost and your turbo at what RPM range. You don't want it all right now.
Right.
You want your throttle to be like a light switch, you know, you don't want it to be a slow ramp. You pretty much just want it, all of it, like right now. But you don't want the ESC telling the motor all of it right now. You want the ESC to do the work basically like the transmission and a Holley EFI would in a real car.
Okay. All right.
Sweet.
Got some work to do.
Yeah, the ESC, when you program it right, it's like basically traction control. For just jabbing the pulling the trigger right out of the hole.
I run my slipper locked, so I don't tune with the slipper. I just lock it up.
Wow.
And that's all plastic stock internals. So these people saying they're blowing them up, I don't get it. They're grabbing full brake or something as soon as they hit 132 feet. But yeah, it's all. I just lock it all the way down and send it.
Sweet. Wally, take notes.
I got a lot of work to do, for sure.
All right, Adam, any more questions before we move on?
No, you know what? I'm just going to get off the line, and I'm going to keep listening to hear if I get any more gems. But yeah, I appreciate all the help, Tyler, and looking forward to eventually getting to one of your big events, man. Because the Ross Racing crew don't mind traveling, and we're definitely going to have to hit one up as soon as they open the borders.
I know. I'm hoping that happens before February, because Matt's trying to come down to. He wants to come to DNC and then just stay for the week and go out to King of the Streets again this year. So hopefully all this COVID stuff just disappears within the next couple weeks. So you guys are able to come do that.
Adam, I might have to tag along with you because I'm trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Come out to more of these races. I think after Surf City open.
Sweet. All right, Adam.
Yeah, 2 bucket races in 1 week.
Yep, for sure. DNC and King of the Street. And I might tag along with you to King of the Street. I can sleep.
We'll make sure we have a room for you and some beers.
Sweet. I might be back on the beers back then. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. You crazy Canadians might twist my arm. Come on, man, beer.
It's already back.
All right, man. Well, thank you, and thank you for calling in. And keep me tag me in those videos, man. I want to see those two of your drag car. All right.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bud.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks a lot.
See you, bud.
What's up, Dejan? Tuning in from Bermuda. Where's Salty Joe? Did he leave? I think this is Tony Campazuna.
Yeah.
Hello. Yo, what's up?
What up?
How you doing, man?
What's up, Tony?
What's going on, buddy?
Cracking, Tyler, Nick. What's up?
And Sean.
Hanging out, learning a lot right now.
Oh, Dizzo, you in the house?
What's up, big guy? It's like the posse.
Yeah, our
just,
SoCal
right here
crew.
watching you guys' podcast, man. Yep.
So Tony, he runs the Bakersfield group. For anybody that's listening that doesn't already know, Bakersfield.
That's who I was watching the other day. I was watching you, Tony, because that dude looked like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He sounded like Snoop Dogg too.
That's Christopher, dude. That dude's a SoCal guy. That's our imitation Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I was like, man, that dude looks like Snoop Dogg.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little short guy, the one that fell in the sewer in Rancho.
Oh, that's who went in the sewer at Rancho.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of them.
He had to go down and get it, right?
Yeah, we had, I think it was 4 cars that day. 3 or 4 cars go right down the gutter. Yeah.
Sweet. So what's up, Tony, with that badass Yokomo, man? That thing looks I love the car. It looks great.
Thank you. It's retired.
Is it? What?
Yeah, I got away from the carbon fiber scene. I just had to get away from the carbon fiber scene, so I'm running an associated SE61 with the B6.2 everything.
Wow.
Holy cow.
So converted back to aluminum chassis. It's just too many problems going on, and I just wanted to get away from it, so no biggie.
Sweet.
Wow,
But it looked
that's
badass,
hot,
though.
man. So is it feeling more consistent? Is that why you did that?
Yeah, it's actually it runs a lot more smoother, and I think it was the weight issue also. I think my car was way too light, and me throwing all the weight to it, it's just I didn't like it. For most of you guys that know me, I have OCD, and my shit always looks legit.
Yes, it does.
Nick knows. Huh, Nicky?
Oh yeah, dude. Always.
But Tony, you going balls deep into this no prep stuff.
He's no
when I
slouch.
was living in Brawley. Yeah, when I was living in Brawley, I got introduced to it when I went to go race with the Yuma guys. Dudes from Ricochet took me down there and seen how the Yuma guys did it and fell in love. Went back home, built me a car, went back to Yuma, started beating everybody. And I started a thing out there in El Centro. So moved back to Bakersfield, and I did my thing in Bakersfield, and now I'm going to SoCal. But Bakersfield got too hot, so I'm going back and forth, just traveling all over.
Yeah, man. I'm excited now. I'm getting excited. I love this stuff.
Right now.
I was
even
my left nut to be in California. Well, not
Nick,
right now. It's too hot.
Our local races are bringing like $300 to $400 to the winner.
What?
Yeah,
I need to get on this right now. I'm looking for a car.
That's only a $10 buy-in race, or $10-$20 buy-in. So you got a chance to just race on a Saturday night and bring home $300 or $400.
Because I know I was looking for an SE 6.1 chassis a couple weeks ago for Surf City, but I think I'm gonna need another one here. So if anyone's got one,
well,
we'll find you one.
Mine. Rudy Rosales just happened to have a spare chassis for me, and he sent it my way. So that's what's in the drag car right now. So that's what I've been using.
Yeah,
it's pretty hard to find that chassis right now.
Oh, I know. I needed to build a short course for Surf City, and I was converting my T6 into one, and I was like, "There's no chassis anywhere." And then so I was like, "Oh yeah, it's because they're all using it for the no prep stuff." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
The only way to get a chassis is just to buy a whole new kit. but
And those are out of
who's
stock.
gonna spend that much money for a new kit?
Yeah, just to use a quarter of the parts.
Right.
Yep.
Not like you can sell them because short course isn't that popular anymore.
No.
Go on eBay somewhere.
I think
Cool.
you'd be better off just like, trying to hit up Amazon or something and just get the chassis plate. You probably have everything
Oh
else.
no, you ain't gonna find that chassis right now, dude. If you do, there are people asking like over $150 for just the chassis itself.
Oh, it's
I
like
just-
that
I just
MIP
saw one.
tranny, huh? Yeah.
I just saw one on here
Yep.
for $130. Not even new.
See?
Yeah, that's insane.
All right, I gotta have to do some digging.
Hey, Tony, I think we got a call from Arizona. I'm gonna try and keep you
Oh
on the
yeah,
line.
that's James Dizzle. Nah, I mean,
Let's I want to get some smack talk. So we got Sean, Tony, Tyler. Let's go for 4.
We're going for 4.
Hello, welcome to the
Hello.
NNRC hotline. Who's all noisy here?
Hey, can I get a large pizza?
Hey, I want one too. Is that cool?
Who am I talking
Yeah,
with?
how come you guys picked
Oh.
Tony? This is James from Arizona.
Oh, what's up,
I
Sean?
wanna-
How are you?
How you doing, bud?
Beside a gap.
All right. How come you guys picked Tony over me? I lost to Tony.
He was
Too
in
low,
line first.
apparently.
Well, because he was giving you a preview of what would have happened this weekend if he could have showed up.
Oh,
Uh,
here it comes.
Oh.
Here we go.
So, James, are you the
Hey.
guy to beat in Arizona?
sometimes.
Oh, no, man. We need more confidence in
Sometimes
that.
not.
We need more confidence.
Yeah,
No prep drag racing. You gotta be fun. Yeah, I'm the king of the streets.
Yeah, this
Hey.
is drag racing though. If you look at all these races, it's not the same person hasn't won 2 of them. So
Oh, that makes sense.
it's open up for anybody pretty much.
Yep.
Hey Tyler,
Yep.
who's the only one that got that Arizona money though in the pocket?
Yeah. I think it's you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nobody else has done it. I'm the
Wow.
only
Yeah,
one.
but he hasn't gotten it from me. Just saying.
No, not for you. I got
Sounds like you need to go beat him.
it's coming though.
Challenge
It's coming.
him.
Yep.
He doesn't know what the front of my car says even yet. He's always in the back.
Oh my! Is this what happens at the races? Just pure smack talking?
Oh yeah.
too?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Side,
you have
smack
no-
talk,
it's
side
worse.
bets, beer drinking.
Side
It's like
bets are
it's like
the
any real street race.
Man, I need to get on this wasted, man. Beer drinking now I'm in. Cash was cool, but beer, I'm in.
What makes the guys in Arizona so fast, though?
They just have a
I think
really
it's just because we get to race all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They have a lot more groups of guys that do this, so they're racing every weekend.
Ah, that's good. You guys are going on this weekend, so it's going to be interesting. California versus Arizona. I don't know who the better one, but I want to follow it, so I'll be following it as much as I can.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
try to go
gonna-
live as much as possible on Saturday at both races. So
Wally, we're gonna do King of the Street. After
Oh, yeah?
BNC. I don't even.
If
I'm
I-
not going
if
to
I gotta-
race.
Bring it, Wally.
If I've got to turn my short course truck that I'm racing at Surf City into one, that's what's going to happen. If I can't find another chassis, it'll happen.
Oh wow!
Yeah, just go find you one.
Schultz said he's got
Yeah,
one,
I
but he said it's $1 million.
you got to hit up
$1
Jonathan.
million.
You gotta
Ain't
hit
giving
up the
that
young
chassis.
Schultz.
He ain't giving it up.
Yeah, where's Jonathan at?
Yeah.
I got a
I need
couple
a-
of
I need a
chassis
short
ready
course
for the
chassis.
whole
He
kit.
sells off his cars. John, he
Somebody
likes to
said
hold
they
on
have
to
some
him.
chassis. James says he has some chassis.
Let me know what you want for it so I can start building this thing. Look at, I got the other half of my car somewhere right here.
Wow, I'm enjoying this, man. This reminds me of old school RC when we used to go to the track. I was just talking. I interviewed my buddy Paul Coleman today. We used to we would be on the track and the first person to flip, we'd be like, "Oh, we won, no one." And this reminds me of that. And that's what I'm missing in RC a lot is like that fun part. You know, it gets serious for me. I don't race, but you know the work part of it gets serious. But man, I'm coming
You
to
should
King
see
of the
the
Streets just
spectators
to
we
cover
get.
this shit. Like,
That's
just,
another thing.
what's that?
The spectators.
I can
Oh
imagine.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. We get
a
the
lot of
streets
spectators,
filled.
and they do the side bets.
Really?
Yep, the spectators are doing more of the side bets than the racers are.
Yep.
Wow. Any pretty girls? We got any
Everybody's trying
pretty
to make
girls
them
watching?
Crickets.
No.
Ain't that cool? It ain't that cool.
Ain't that cool?
We'll get there. We'll get there. There's money. There's money, so they might show up.
Yeah. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
is some awesome
I have
stuff.
a question though.
Sure.
Did the guy from Canada just say it gets too hot
Yeah.
where he's from?
Yeah, that was kind of weird too. I was like, wait.
Wow.
Have you been to Arizona?
113 in the shade, right?
Yeah, that's not for me.
I heard.
Yeah.
I saw.
It says it's 97 right now where I'm at, so it's not that bad.
I'm like a sweaty 85.
I'm in AC.
It's 110 right here in Batesville.
I did see like on Facebook the other day that Death Valley was at a record-setting 130 degrees.
Whoa.
I've worked in that.
130.
Yeah.
Hey, when it's this hot, you don't need tire
Yeah,
warmers.
it was 137.
That's my thought. Yeah, I'm just gonna use aluminum foil, dude. I figure I'm going to Arizona, so I'm just gonna wrap all my tires in foil and stick them on the dash.
There
And by
you
the
go.
time I get to Flagstaff, they'll be nice and hot. So
It's plenty hot.
Yeah.
It'll be melted off the wheel.
They'll be stuck to the dashboard.
They'll have that glue all loosened up.
Right in the barbecue in Chandler.
Wow, this
You
is
guys
gonna
gonna
be
barbecue?
fun. I'm gonna be following this weekend, and Adam says it's that hot. I guess I'll stay away from Death Valley.
Yeah. Call it Death Valley for no reason.
No.
Where is that in California?
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
We don't go
California
there.
has everything, doesn't it? Wow. All right. So we got some smack talk going on. Good stuff. How about East Coast? There's any East Coast no prep going on?
Yeah, New York, Florida,
Yeah.
North
Florida
Carolina.
does it.
Yeah, Florida's getting pretty big right now.
What about
Um,
Oklahoma?
Yeah, but they're 50-50 though. They do prep and no prep.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just like here. They have a track that's full prep at Don Garlett's museum for the like full size dragsters. They use his parking lot, so that's pretty cool.
Where's that?
But in Florida,
I've been to
and
that
then,
museum, I believe.
yep.
Yeah.
And then they do no prep stuff all over in Florida.
Yeah.
It's big, dude. We got like I think it's 64 groups worldwide. Australia, UK, Canada, Mexico City, and then a bunch of them here in the US.
Now, are we gonna see like import drags soon?
Dude, I know there's
Oh, no.
there's one company that keeps talking about a front wheel drive car, and I'm like, get out of here with that, you know?
Now, can you run a front wheel? Could you run a front wheel drive car like an import drag versus a rear wheel car?
I
in a
doubt
race?
it.
As long as it has the same 3 to 4 gear transmission.
But if
It-
okay,
It's
so
I don't know how that would work.
technically in the rules it says 2-wheel drive. It doesn't say rear wheel drive.
Okay.
right, well, true.
So,
I don't think they would have a
just
transmission.
take your-
What?
Take your two-wheeler
Oh,
and
great.
flip it around.
Now
yeah,
it's
if you
gonna
can
be
figure out
added.
how to put steering hubs on the front of your whatever, you know, and make it work,
Yeah,
go
just
for
flip
it.
it around.
Hey, I got it. 4-wheel drive buggies and just extend the chassis. You already got your. Oh no, I wouldn't have a 4-gear. Never mind. Idea's gone.
Can't ruffle, well.
Adam Ross says
Hey,
in
Tyler.
Detroit, Russ Bryant has been killing it. Wow, this is so big.
What's
think
up,
this is-
James?
I guarantee you're gonna have more than 100 entries. I think you're gonna have close to 200 entries at next year's race.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Listen,
not.
It'll be way
75 bucks.
over 10K. By the time we get out there, it'll be way over 10K easily.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking February and we're in what, August? So
August.
this is growing exponentially. I mean, every week new people are getting cars, you know? So I'm sure by the time the race actually comes around, we're going to be at least 150.
Awesome. I'll be there to cover it. I'm just gonna have fun.
I'm
not
racing. I'm in.
unless I have a car and I'll race.
So this is like
I'll make sure you have a
this
car.
isn't like you're there all day. This is single elimination. So you lose, you're out.
Yeah, I get that.
$100 gone. We had
Vegas.
a kid that was 12 years old last year, came out and raced with us. He went out first round. unfortunately. But he wasn't like a slouch. He only lost by, I think, a car. But yeah, a lot of people last year were kind of confused on that, so I just want to clear it up. It's a single elimination. You draw chips out of a bag. Whatever chip you draw tells you your lane and tells you who you race.
Robert says Lefty needs to poke JQ into trying NPRC. Sean?
It'll never happen.
That was not going to happen.
It'll never happen.
Joseph is like a horse with blinders on, and all that matters is nitro buggy.
Yeah, if he's anti-electric, then he'll never do a drag car.
But
Only if he could, maybe if it was nitro, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
he's buggy only.
Yeah, I love this stuff. Only. I love it. Like hearing you guys going into data logs and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Like Brad Geck said, this is like Formula One. Like that's what I mean, obviously it's drag racing, but it's super impressive what you guys are doing. Man.
Not only that, the amount of tuning that we have in our remotes is half the battle too.
Yeah, I've said that before. That's a whole nother podcast. Just getting into the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing I know you, Sean. I'll be like, here you go.
Radio.
I don't even want to know. Just take it. I'm never gonna mess with that setting ever. Oh my gosh, good stuff.
I had Todd, our buddy, me and Tyler's buddy Todd. I had him hit me up today about the whole being able to flip your trigger positions with a flip of a button. And he runs a San Juan. I don't even run a San Juan, and I had to hook him up with a tip on how to do that. Which actually I grabbed that tip from, and I'll just throw him the credit from Jay and from over there at SOR. They actually have that tip on video on their Track Walk, so you can find that how to do that with a San Juan. So
that's what I use on mine. I have like a trans brake on mine.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I can't seem to get it to work on my Futaba.
Yeah, so you can set them up to where you can grab full trigger and then leave on a button, just like a trans brake.
Yep. That's exactly how mine is.
Me and Tony both. Tony got rid of his, but I run a 2-speed on mine, so I can grab full and I'll leave it 80%, and then I can hit the button at any time, and it'll kick me into 100% on the ESC.
Oh man,
Randy Casper was the one that started tuning my car, and he got me away from that two gear deal. And man, my car runs 110% better than what it ran with the two gear.
Are you running any arch at all, or just straight linear?
I think it's linear. That's the way Randy was doing in my car.
You think it's linear? That's not really an answer.
That means he's not telling
he got into my ESC and he started doing all the changes and all that stuff, but we haven't touched my radio yet. The only thing that we've done is we got away from doing the 2-gear switch, so he just wants me to have it at 100% all the time.
All the time.
You see my car launch, it's perfect now.
Well, I haven't seen your new car, so now I've only seen your Yoko. Now I got to get together and see your associated run now.
Yeah, that one, it's way better. Way more consistent. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, guys, I enjoyed this. We learned a lot here. We do have one more call, but this is Drew Stinger, and he has to finish his handyman story. That's infamous on TikTok now. But I'm like super excited about this no prep stuff. Just hearing you guys talk. Dude. It's
only the beginning.
I know. This is only the beginning. I think it's gonna just grow enormously. It's gonna be huge. And the thing is, it's great crossover. It's off-road guys are doing it, and people that are into other genres. I hope it also introduces new people into RC and gets some of the. I hope some of that bleeds over into like the off-road world, because that's my full what I love. But it's good to see. It's good. But wow, it's a lot more work than I thought. So I'm not gonna be able to just end it. Like, I'm gonna have to actually put some thought into this. But I mean, it's just fun. I don't really care about winning or losing. I just want to have fun. and be around
It's
RC
just the
stuff.
environment, dude. It's the environment.
That's what it's all about.
Everybody there. It's amazing, man. You don't get that in the RC track. What we experience, you don't get none of that at the RC track. It's a totally different world.
Yeah. Well, you race off road too, so you would know. So
Yeah.
it can get a little bit serious in
Depends
the
on
off road
what
road.
group you're hanging with. It depends on your group, you know.
Well,
And
like
then being
anything.
blind, I guess when you're with a big old pack of dudes that you've been racing off road with for a while, it gets to be the same thing. Surely everybody's good. I don't know. Once you're up against the line, it's all competitive. It's over in seconds versus just standing on the drive. You know, Tony, you're on the driver's stand for minutes. You know, I mean, for me, there's nothing better than kicking up Rooster Tail and hitting triple.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I love that drag racing. It's fun.
Yeah, Robert
You know, it's
Sorhin
fun.
brings up a great point. One of the best parts about NPRC is no need to corner marshal. That is true.
Yeah, no turn marshals
That is
needed. You know?
Hey,
No.
just don't turtle at the top end, because if I'm filming, I'm not getting your
Yeah.
car. You got to make the walk of shame yourself. So
Oh
if
my
you
God.
flip it, you're walking. I'm
You're
not
on
getting
your
up.
way.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you do a turn marshal in drag racing, you already lost.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, you know what? Thank you, Tony. Thank you, James. Thank you, Sean, for calling in. I
man.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. I look forward to hopefully hanging out with you guys in California the next time I come, all of you, and just hanging
We'll be
with
in
you
Vegas,
guys.
man. Everybody should be in Vegas.
I'm
That'd be
trying
a
for
big
that
party.
too. Well, I'll do DNC,
Oh,
then
yeah.
do Vegas. I'll stay
Yep.
for Vegas.
There you
So,
go.
but I
James
do
already
wanna-
said he's gonna buy my first round.
yeah. So, all good, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I just want to be there for the atmosphere, honestly. So, and do this type of stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm there. I can feel the smack talk is gonna ramp up from here on out. So
better.
Oh, ain't nothing.
sweet.
This ain't
Yeah, it's
nothing.
PG.
I can imagine. Well, you'd have to be PG here, but you know.
Approved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was kept pretty mild, yeah, compared to
Oh,
what
I
it
could
normally
imagine.
is.
I could imagine. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off the phone with you guys here, and then I'm gonna bring in Drew because we have to finish this story, and then I think that's it for the night. But thank you for calling in, and I
All right,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Take it easy.
All right, thank you guys.
Bye, guys. See you guys later.
Have a good one.
Later.
Late.
Oh man, Tyler, I think that's so cool.
I didn't realize how in depth everything was. I didn't
I
realize
know.
anything about the radio, the data. I was like, oh,
Insane.
there is more to the trigger, keeping it straight.
A lot, yeah.
What's up, Candyvan man? TikTok famous.
I'll tell you what, man. That's just another thing for me to suck at.
You haven't even tried it.
Program all that shit to radio. It's another thing for me to suck at.
What's going on, Drew? You know you're all TikTok famous now.
I heard and I seen. So like, I said it to my girlfriend. My girlfriend's like really big on TikTok. She was like, "Oh my god." We started beefing, dude. My girl started beefing with motherfuckers on TikTok.
Oh,
Because
wow.
she was like, "That's my man."
Oh my
She
gosh.
was like, yeah, people, because you know, like every 15 comments there'd be some Karen that'd be like, "Oh, yeah, sex trafficking's real." Like, yeah, lady, we know, but it's not what we're saying. You know, sex trafficking is bad.
If they knew the
but-
story behind the van, they would be like, "Oh my gosh! Have you painted it now? Tell me you've painted it."
Yeah, so I kind of. You can. So, all right. So you know it caught on fire.
Yes, we know it
And-
caught on fire.
Right.
The last time we
Right.
talked, the police had stopped you,
Yeah.
and you was
Right.
and the last
Well,
the
the
last word out of
pain-
your mind
the
was
pain
anal
thing-
beads.
Yeah.
Let's get that show going.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the anal beads. But
You got to
yeah,
keep it
so
short, though,
it
Drew. You
caught
got to
on-
keep it short because we're going over an hour here. So that's, you know.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, I had to take pictures to send to the insurance company. I primed it. I just primed over the lettering, all shitty, and like spray painted the bumper and took pictures from really far back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I
God.
didn't want him to be like, "Hey, yeah, we're not going to give you any money." Like,
You know what? Never let certain people with spray cans go loose on your car. I mean, on your van.
yeah, well, Austin Snyder and Chris Vail. You can thank those two.
Oh my gosh.
And and the funny thing is the two TikToks that they've done on RC are both like they did a TikTok that has like millions of views of Chris doing a pit stop for Joker, and then they spray painted my van, and both those things are like the only two RC things that I've heard that have gone viral, other than that guy sending a beer to his neighbor with his RC car. But I think that was on YouTube.
Oh my
I had
God.
one go viral. I had a pit stop one go viral. I got 10 million views on it.
Yeah. So yeah, anal beats. Yeah.
All right,
This is
just
so
Tyler,
nasty.
you look very confused, Tyler, but basically, let me just give you a quick synopsis of this. Drew.
Yeah, give him the rundown.
Drew is from the southeast. He has a bread truck, I guess you want to call it, or something similar. It's like his RC van.
Yeah, it's a cutaway box truck.
Okay, yeah, a box truck, and
Yeah.
he let a couple of RC friends go wild on it with spray paint, and they put because we have this buddy of ours, JB, he's from the southeast, and like we tease him because he never gets any candy from Beach RC. So it has like no candy for JB, vote for Lefty for IFMAR president, and it says like candy van on it, right? Free candy. It says free candy on it. This guy,
Please
Drew's
be my friend. Free candy on the back.
Yeah, Drew's driving this around to RC races because he's carrying all this product, like carrying fuel, all this type of stuff. And it recently when someone was driving on the road and videoed it, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" And they don't know, like it's all a big joke. And he actually got pulled over by the police on the way back from PMB, or not pulled over. He was sleeping on the side of the road, and the cops stopped him or something. So we was talking about this story, and then when he got to the cop asked him about, "Do you use anal beads?" And then my internet dropped. I don't know if it was whatever, but it just dropped and we couldn't get back. So the cop asked you for if you use anal beads. I don't know why, but anyway, we'll go from there. This is the non-PG version, PG side of this podcast.
Yeah, this is the non-PG side of the podcast for sure. So at this point, I'm mad because the dudes woke me up and now we're arguing. Like, not arguing, but he's being kind of a dick because he's like, they're like, they think a sex trafficker is going to have free candy on the side of their van. So like now he's accusing me of being a pedophile. So I'm mad. Like, and this is some detective that's obviously been around for a while because he's a detective.
Right.
And so like I'm mad. So like I go and I lift up my tailgate and I grab a can of spray paint and I'm spray painting it. And the one cop's like, "Yeah, you're pissed, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm mad. You guys just woke me up and now you're harassing me." Like I was trying to be cool about this, but if you want to be a dick, whatever. So she was like, "Well, then what? Do you use anal?" I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was something to the effect of, "What about these anal beads next to your van?" And at that point, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" Because I couldn't understand. I'm a pretty empathetic person, so like I can understand where some people come from. So like initially when the cop was upset, I was like, "Hey, listen, I understand what this looks like, but let's think about this practically. Practically, obviously, I'm here. I'm giving you my ID. I'm showing you that I'm not a threat. We're having a conversation. There's no need for you to be angry. And when you continue to be angry or try to enforce your will unwarranted, then I get upset. But at that point, then I'm like, oh shit, like I might be in trouble here. Like now, like I don't even know. Like I feel like I have done something that maybe I am a sex trafficker and I don't know it, because like there's literally, and I'll tell you, I personally have never partaken in the anal beads. You know, it's for everybody out there who uses them. You know, more power to you. I never have. So I haven't seen these have a handle on them, like a handle, like a trigger, like a shifter, like an old car.
I understand.
It's got a shifter on it, and it's got a screen on the handle, like steady. And all I could think was, those must have cost a lot of money. Like, I'm looking at the Cadillac of anal beads next to my truck, and I'm like, this just looks bad. I can't even be mad anymore. And the cop's like, you sure they're not yours? I'm like, I'm positive. And then she's like, yeah, they've looked like they've been there for a long time. I'm like, thank you, detector.
Oh my gosh, what did end up happening? Did they let you go once they saw like you had nitro fuel and all that stuff in the van?
No, so they didn't even, you know, the funny thing is they didn't even search. They didn't even search the van.
Really? Probably a good thing they didn't. They would have saw that nitro fuel.
Yeah, right? It would have been like, all right, now really what's going on? Why do you have 50 gallons of nitro?
Oh my gosh. This reminds me of when Joseph and I were driving to California, and we was on the 20, and we got stopped. You know, we had a border patrol check, and they stopped us, and I was like, and they held us up for a little bit, right?
Right.
And I'm like, if this guy searches this van, we got like 5 cases of fuel in the back, and it was just packed full of RC stuff. If they opened that van, they weren't going to search it anyway. But oh man, I was just so worried about like, what did they think? What's so close? Like, what they think we might be transporting? I don't know, equipment for bombs or something like that. Because
yeah,
it's just nuts.
Imagine how you think I felt when I was on the side of a mountain in North Carolina with 50 cases.
Oh my gosh.
Not 50, I'm sorry, 50 gallons in the fucking van's on fire. I'm like, this shit's gonna explode and I'm going to jail.
Yes, that's Tyler. That's actually as part of the story that they forgot to tell you. His van was on fire with all the fuel in it.
Nice. That's a good fire.
Hey, so Drew, you didn't go to Wicked Weekend, right?
No.
Okay. But you got
no, I didn't go to Wicked Weekend. A bunch of my drivers did really well though.
What's his name? The guy who won Sportsman. I've been talking to him.
Yeah, Dustin Pratt.
Dustin Pratt, yeah, good dude. He was well pumped about that. What's next for you then?
Yeah, you know that's his first big event ever. He's only been racing 3 months.
That's good.
I talked about him. I think I talked about him like, you know, about a month ago back. The first time I was on with you, I was telling you about that kid. He's freaking phenomenal. Like, so I think you're gonna try to get him bumped up into intermediate. But he's one of those guys who you're mad at because he's so good naturally, but you also want to like help cultivate because he's so stoked about the hobby, and he's a new guy, which that's kind of like the story is you want the new guy to win and be really good. So we're trying to get him get him pointed in the right direction and find the car that he likes. I think he likes the Mugen, the Mugen chassis. And we've got a couple Reggie Tone.
Reggie
is local to him. Yeah. So Reggie helps him with the setups, and I'm getting him the stuff that he needs as far as his electronics and fuel. And we're just trying to get him set up. So because I don't know if it's true, but I heard that that's kind of how Born Horse started out. Is he hurt himself in motocross, and then in the first year he was a pro driver because it
took a little longer, but he was naturally good, man. And he definitely he definitely became a pro driver extremely fast. So
right.
Cool. So what's next race for you? You got any races at Phil Hurd? We have AMS coming up. We have Southern Nats. We have Summer Sizzler. Actually, you know what? That's a Labor Day weekend up in Virginia. what's next for you? Where's the van going?
So yeah, the van. Well, I'm still looking for a Matco tool truck. I think that's my next iteration. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet, get like a Matco tool truck, and then I can have all my little fuel stuff and JT bearings and all the cool little things that I'm gonna just carry with us. Make a kind of boutique RC hobby shop.
You got to get into this no prep drag racing, man. Brent's gonna be
listen. There's a group down in Savannah that does it.
Really?
A lot of the local guys do it. I'm sitting here staring at about 50 million parts for these HP kits that I just bought. That I'm putting these HP kits together because I picked up my buddy's HP car and I'm like 3 seconds faster with it. And the guy that I hate that was driving HB that made me sell all my HB shit, he left. So I just went and bought the new kits. I'm going to try them out and see. And if I'm consistently faster, I may just switch back. But I was, I helped him set up his car the way I had my HP. And I'm like 2 to 3 seconds faster a lap, which is a lot because I'm not very fast. And so that would bump me up into the next level if I could do that consistently. But as far as the next races are concerned, I think I want to go to AMS. I've never been, and I didn't want to do Wicked Weekend because it was outdoors. I thought about going if I had enough people that wanted stuff. I had people that wanted stuff, just not enough to make the trip.
Right,
so,
understandable.
And I've been going really hard the past 3 months, like every weekend racing. And I was just like, I just need a break, spend some time with the family and my girlfriend before they leave me.
Yes.
And, yeah. So AMS, I think I want to do AMS and Southern Nats. I did sign up for it. I haven't paid yet. I kind of like the fact that it's capped.
Is it capped or did they raise the entries again?
I heard they raised it to 600.
Really?
Did they raise it? It says 400 on the flyer.
Okay, because it's rules like with that arena.
I heard there was like it was 400 originally, but it sold out in a couple days or maybe a day and a half, and they bumped it to 6. I don't know if that's true or not though.
Well, the last post that I saw from Dave, and I'll message him. I'll message him after. I like the fact that it's capped. But one of the things that I really like about Wichita, is the reason my favorite going to it is because it's more lax. Like you don't have to cram everything all into one day. You've got 2 days of practice, and then you've got a day for quals and a day for mains.
Right.
And you're not doing mains at 3 o'clock. I can't do that ever again.
No, ever again.
That was miserable. Yeah.
Well, Drew.
But
I'm sorry. I know. Southern Nats is a great race. I went before Dave had it. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping I might go up to the Summer Sizzler race in Virginia if I get to America, or I might wait to the Blue Ridge Nationals in the same venue, and I think it's in November. We'll see. I'm trying to get to America now.
Wasn't that race a bust?
Oh, he didn't have much people at all, but the people that went, they enjoyed it, and I know he's trying to do something different. The format really sounds interesting. So apparently you get you race. If you win your race, you automatically go into main. You get 3 10-minute races, and everybody gets 30-minute mains. And I think that's good. So it's all about track time. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, and Blue Ridge isn't too far from me. If you're going to go to Virginia, I've got people in Virginia. I mean,
I hope they don't have anal beads.
My friend?
Oh, boy.
Probably. Absolutely. They've got moonshine.
Watch out, Keaton.
All right, dude. Hey, thank you for calling in. We need to talk anyway. Your stories are always awesome. Keep it up, man. I enjoy it. You're so excited.
You haven't. If you think the anal beads in the box truck are good stories. I've got some shit that'll blow your mind.
I'm sure you do.
Oh boy.
My life is a shitty box truck going down the road with just anal beads flying out of it.
Oh my god.
All right, my dude. Well, you take care, and thank you for calling in.
All right, bro.
And I'll talk to you later on.
Man.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye. Yeah, man.
All right. I think that's it for tonight for calls. Thank you, Tyler, for showing up.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for educating us about no prep. Wally, I can see Wally's eyes lighting up. He likes all this technical talk. He's going full 100% snowflake on me. I can see it.
Whoa, let's just change the name from Snowflake there, buddy.
All right, full 100%. I'm gonna pimp my ride out. Like, if Wally builds a car, it's gonna be pimped right out, anodized, everything. It's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
That thing.
Those are polished aluminum and carbon wheels.
Oh my gosh,
are those carbon from was it RC Pro?
He's Martin Brothers RC right here in Lake Elsinore. He machines them and does them all in house.
Gotcha. Shout out to my buddy Corey Jordan, Left Tire Salute. What's going on, good buddy? I see you just tuned in.
He
as well.
He tuned in at the wrong time.
I know. I'm sorry you have to hear. Yeah, Drew was in
the outro.
Story. But that's on this podcast we keep it real. It's supposed to be like it is when we're in the pits. And
yep.
Go to RC Drag Talk on YouTube. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Facebook. He's got all the information you want to need. Every time I've messaged Tyler, he answers me right away. And let's help grow this because I want people to get into RC, and I think this is another great entry point and a great segue into what we do. The more people racing RC cars, the better it is for all of us. So I appreciate your hard work, Tyler. Keep it up because it's not easy, but you're definitely doing a great job. And Wally, I know you're gonna have one here soon. And thank you for coming on, Wally. Thank you, Tyler, for coming on. Tyler, you want to shout out to anybody before we sign out here?
Just a couple of races coming up. Mine on September 5th, and if you guys are in the Arizona area, there's 2 races this weekend. You could check Facebook for info on those.
Sweet. Shout out Tony Chandler. Tell Joe I said happy birthday, happy belated birthday, and thank you, Adam, for your call. Wally, shouting out to anybody before we go.
Yeah, I mean, just all the people that support me. I can't do everything that I do without those guys, and definitely want to give a shout out to my buddy Off the Grid Designs. Hooked me up with my new outdoor paint scheme. Came out pretty rad, I think.
Yeah,
and
he's
also
green.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna stay. I mean, it looks kind of Tebow-ish, but I'm gonna keep it because it looks rad. But he's also gonna paint my no prep car when I go after the body that I decide. I don't know which one's gonna be. I think it's gonna be the CUDA, but we'll find out here shortly.
It's badass. It's gonna be interesting to see what in that sense now with Proline going with Horizon. Maybe we'll see some more licensed bodies coming up because Horizon has a lot of money to do all that.
Horizon's got a lot of room to work with.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with in the drag racing world as well as scale truck world. I'm already hearing Toyotas and stuff like that, so I'm excited. And yeah, man, hit these guys up. Hit up Wally, www.wallybuilds.com. If you want to get any of your cars built, hit him up, or any of his awesome gear, even anything. He does rebuilds, rewiring, everything that supports small businesses. Check out podcast number 88. Before this one, we have for my buddy Zach Thompson, we have a Clean Works and Clean Freak. We have a giveaway attached to that. So let's go show him support, show Tyler some support. And yeah, I guess that's it. Hey, and you know what, Tyler, thank you for coming on. Wally, thank you for coming on. And I'm gonna sign you guys out. I'm gonna pay some bills here before I leave. And thank you for your time. And I guess next week we'll be doing this again. Wally, we'll see.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Thanks for having me, man. Have a good night.
Thank you, Tyler.
See you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Are you tired of running laps against a clock? Are you tired of qualifying all weekend for a short little main event and cardboard trophies? Well, you better start packing because your summer is about to sizzle. Scale Racing Sports and BeachRC.com present the newest off-road indoor arena racing event on the East Coast, the Summer Sizzler. If you run 1/8 scale nitro, 1/8 scale e-cars, or 1/5 scale gas, grab a buddy, pack that shit up, and let's go racing. At the Summer Sizzler, we race heads up all the time. A full day of practice, 3 10-minute qualifying races, plus a last chance qualifier. 30-minute main events for all adult classes, and really cool trophies. Whether you're new to racing or a seasoned pro, register now at rcsignup.com or on site. Trackside Hobby Shop support from Beach Hobbies, free parking, free camping, free indoor pit area, and the largest driver stand and pit road you've ever seen. For more information, follow, like, and share us on Facebook at Scale Racing Sports. The Summer Sizzler, Labor Day weekend, September 4th, 5th, and 6th, Apex Arena, Withville, Virginia. The Summer Sizzler. Grip it and rip it.
Thank you for listening to the No Name RC podcast. We greatly appreciate all the support and love from you, the listeners. Without all of you, none of this is possible. Special thanks to our patrons on Patreon. If you wish to support the podcast further, you can at patreon.com/NNRC podcast. As a patron, you will receive early releases, special content, and patron-only giveaways. Also, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, www.nnrcpodcast.com. Remember, nitro is the glory, but e-buggy pays the bills. If you aren't having fun, it doesn't make sense. And if you ain't grinding, you're sliding lefty out. Nitro is the glory. Nitro is the glory. Nitro is the glory.